this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Space to run past the 20. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Kansas City touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray 1st, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Mariota to throw it, and this one caught by Delaney Walker, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
The game 6-6. Ryan Suckup set the kickoff.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota again. And he locates Walker, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is no good. He missed it.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know
Derrick Henry all alone. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big run there by Henry. 76 yards. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's get it. Yellow. I don't think you got it, sir.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean.
That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and with the offensive.
Touchdown, Titans! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 53 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from 52 and this for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play's going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary throwing.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.